So far, they say I'm flying, so whatever that means. But there's a timing standpoint they want. But I don't think I'll be on IR. I'll say that to start the season. I think, I think lofty. I'll be saying week 1, but realistically, probably like week 3, week 4, just to make sure and just get me back into this like football, just practicing hard and getting ready to sustain, taking my body through what I go through. So I think it's just more of that. Like I play so free and go and the chips, and I got to learn how to simulate that in practice before they just send me out there on the field. So I think it's more of that. So I just feel like myself.
Well, what does a day-to-day look for you like right now during the first couple weeks of this?
Man, I wake up. You know, I wake up, come here, rehab for 4 hours, go home, rehab on my own, and I just sit around all day. Play a lot of video games and probably do push-ups with my kids in my hands, stay strong, and that's pretty much it.
Where are you going from here? Will you work rehab somewhere? Going down to Dallas, or are you going?
Yeah, I'll be rehabbing here for a little bit. I'll be here for another like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then I'll be going down to Dallas, and then I'll be seeing Dr. Reef in Florida for a little bit. So I got a good plan with the staff and everybody, and I'm excited about where I'm going to be at when time the season comes. Dr. Reef.
Yeah. Have you worked with him before?
Yeah. And I know guys that work with him, and they do a real good job, especially when it comes to ACL repairs. Yeah.
Yeah, and Stephon Diggs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Micah, what's been the range of emotions just like the last month, right? Like you guys were in a position to really make a push for the top seed in the NFC, and then your injury, and how are you dealing with it and everything else?
It's definitely frustrating. This injury has put me at the top of humility, and I think for most of my life I felt invincible, never really sustaining a major injury before, and I kind of lived my life like that, and I played like that until I wasn't invincible anymore. And you go to a real share of appreciation. I never cheated the game, but I saw a video and I told the guys today, life has a funny way of showing you suffering, and you got to be willing to accept the good with the bad. And God let me maximize this season. I was more hurt because I knew how many people I was letting down when I got hurt, and where I wanted to go, especially with the trade. But I think he put me in a position where I could see things from a different lenses, from my family, from my teammates, how I need to approach the game, bring people along with me, and challenge myself in different aspects. I asked for strength, and he gave me this position to make me stronger. That's how God works. I asked for courage, and every day I have to build courage to fight through this injury and push myself in different ways of the pain, accepting reality like I've put out there. And, I know he don't put fear in us. He puts love, discipline, and that's kind of what I've been accepting and realizing. And it's been making me a better person from it. So I'm appreciative where I'm at right now. Surgery's going good. The knee feels good. So I'm excited to where I'm going to be at when this is all said and done.
Did you ever go back and watch that play when it happened?
Yeah, I watched it a bunch.
Did you know right away, though?
Something wasn't right. Yeah, I knew right away. It wasn't a doubt in my mind. I knew right away.
How shocked was it when you're sitting there and you're like, oh, God, the ACL?
I think, at first, I got up and I walked off and I was like, oh, no, I'll be okay. And, when I was Doc was checking me out, I was like, Doc, anything but the ACL. Like, make it the MCL, something, like, just anything but the ACL. He's like, I don't feel it as good. And, I was, I just broke down in emotions. It's hard because I'm not a very vulnerable person, and during this period, I've probably been the most vulnerable I've been in the last probably my whole life, of telling people how much I need them and I appreciate them being there for me. Because to be honest, man, you can't go through this injury by yourself. You have to have I can't even put my own drawers on, man. I can't shower by myself. I can't even get off the bed by myself. I'm so I couldn't imagine being alone. So I'm so appreciative for my family for being there for me.
You mentioned.
How are you feeling about where the team stood heading into that Denver game? Just beating Chicago, had the division lead. Where are you feeling? How are you feeling about prospects going into that?
I mean, good. I mean, we was up 13 points in the game. We were playing good ball. Unfortunately, things happen. I mean, there was no point in the season where I felt like we weren't a championship caliber team. At no point in the year.
Even after your injury?
Even after my injuries. We're winning most of those games, We let some get away. This is a good football team, and one thing I just challenge the guys is I wasn't here before. I don't know what it looked like before, so I can't really speak on before. But I told guys, get ready to embrace this mentality and do more than what your job's required. Because we got to get ready to fight deep water. This ain't a test, and you look at the the games we have for next year, and it's another tough year of teams that we're getting ready to face. So there's a lot of reality checks that us as players need. Yeah, I think, as fans and people, I see the same things you guys see. People want to look at the play calling, and people want to look at that, but I'm looking at the effort of the guys. I'm looking at, how guys are playing. Are we blocking? Are we getting off blocks? Are we attacking? Those are the things that us players we can control. And I think more people need to realize that. We could, you can do your job in the league. If someone says, hey, contain the edge, you can just sit outside and make sure no one gets outside, or you're going to get off the block and make a play. So sometimes it's not all about what position the coach puts you in. It's about what position you put yourself in. And that's type of reality that, and mindset that I want to bring to this team.
Along those lines, the big question for this team right now is whether or not Matt is the right coach to get you guys to the Super Bowl. You don't make a trade like you for anything less than that. Is he the right coach to make that run?
Yeah, I believe so. I've had my fair share of coaches and people around this league that I've been around, and Matt's one of the best guys and people. As a person, I've been around since I've been in this league. I reached out to him when I started seeing this, and I said, man, when I agreed to come here, you were part of the reason why I came here. I want you a part of this, and I love you, and I think you're a great coach, and he appreciated those words, and we had a brief conversation. But Matt I think he's a great guy, and I just think he cares so much. He cares so much about the players. I don't think people realize that. And you could get spoiled with good coaching and good people, and you don't realize until they're gone. And I don't want to be at that point where we realize, damn, we let such a great coach go. Because at one point, the players got to, you talk about do your job, right? You talk about coach. I mean, the team put up, how many points they scored? 27? 27 points. In a playoff game, I always told you, if my team puts up 21 points, we should win that game. Put up 27 points, and we missed 6, 7 on special teams. That's a 34 points. And you're talking about you want to get rid of a coach. At one point, players have to have accountability. And that's something that, I'm challenging us, and as players that we need to take. We need to have accountability. How do we let that game go? Coaching can only do so much. It's about timeouts and X's and O's, great, but sometimes it's about playing football at the same time.
Did you hear Hafley's comments that you're going to come back and break the sack record?
Yeah, he told me that. He's putting a lot of pressure on me, but I'm not scared of those challenges either. So they know I'm coming. I had a little fun with Miles. He talking about he gonna put the trophy, the Defensive Player of the Year trophy, in the training room so we could look at it. And I said, you know what, Mo? I said, don't worry. The sun sets, the light's bright, but the sun always sets too. So we coming. It's always great that you got a coach like that. Me and Half has a great relationship, and I can't wait to. He's another guy I can't wait to have another year with.
You afraid to lose him, though? He might become a head coach.
Nah, Half ain't going nowhere.
You don't strike me as the kind of guy who needs motivation, but when someone says 24 sacks, does that give you a little extra?
Not really. I know he's going to do everything he can this offseason to put me in the best position. I know he's a mastermind when it comes to moving me around, and we did a lot of great things this year. And I think we just saw it as a glimpse, and we're going to keep getting better, and we're going to bring some guys in and keep some guys to help us go on that run next year. That's how we get there.
Sorry. You mentioned the day-to-day routine with your rehab.
Yeah.
How challenging physically is that rehab that you're currently working through?
Oh, super challenging. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I don't think people realize, how much the knee is. It's the most, challenging thing that I think I've ever faced as a human. When you talk about pain, can't sleep, can't move around, you can't turn over without your leg going into damn near, you jumping out your sleep. I can't remember the last time I slept through the night. My body's tired, my mind's tired. I'm exhausted, man. But it's going to be worth it once I'm be able to move and play again.
Did you feel any previous plays? Could you sense
No.
anything that was wrong with your?
No.
It just happens.
It just happened, man. I played out my body, and that's a good thing. Guys, you damn we all know the risk. That's the risk we take. I'm playing so hard that I snapped my knee, pretty much, in a sense. I was moving faster than my body could handle.
Micah, when it comes to the trade at the beginning of the season, Packers fans embraced you. You have that moment where you run onto Lambeau Field. Since that moment to right now, how much have you felt the love from Packers fans after your first season?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't have made a better decision when you come picking an organization to come to. The fans have been so amazing, so sweet. I see the messages that they send me, the prayers that they send me. People offer me their knees and all type of stuff. The love and support from the fans have been so amazing, and they're kind of the motivation that you need when you them hard days. I've had some hard days, and I'm probably going to go have another hard day in that training room. And when you see those messages and that support and that love, and there's people asking you how you are and how they're rooting for you, those type of things that kind of keep you going. So I encourage more support, more love, more aspiration, because you need it, man. I think we all need it as humans, even if you're not going through something. Man, sometimes I just say, man, king or queen, how are you? Hope you have a great day today. And whatever your 1% is, gain your 1%. I think as humans we have to be better. Not just when things happen or we send prayers when bad things happen. Well, let's send prayers when good things happen. That's all a part of accepting the good with the bad in life, right?
So if you're a first-team All-Pro playing 14 games, what's possible if you play a full season next year?
I expect the same results. I don't expect a drop-off, man. I'm gonna work so hard. I think I'll be better than when I started with.
I know you expect Halfley to be back, but if he's not, he's got 5 head coaching interviews. He could get 1. How would you approach that process? Would you want a say in who the next defensive coordinator is? How would you approach that?
I wouldn't say I want to say. I would just say, I've been around some good DCs between Dan, Zim, and Half, so I've been blessed in my career. I just say bring someone that cares about the players. I just want someone that the players can relate to and that we want to risk it all for. We're in battle together. Whether you up in the booth and you leading the the charge or whether you're on the field leading the charge. We all together, so I just want to be in battle with someone who wants to go to battle with us.
What is it about Half that impressed you the most?
I would say his ability just to say F it, you know. Like, let's go fight. Let's keep it simple. This is who we are. This is what we do. And let's make them beat us. And his creativity, him wanting to meet more and him challenging me as a player, giving me, you know, it was kind of the same thing Dan did. Give me the green light to be as good of a player as I want to be, you know, and you know, that's what other players. I think he challenges each group differently. Like, I know he challenges X to command the back end, get us in the best situation where they could play good ball. You know, he challenges Quay differently. I think he challenges everyone differently, has his own mindset and goals for each player, which is good because all players aren't the same.
Two more for Micah. This isn't your first stop, right? You were in Dallas. What do you think after one season here? What's the culture of this football team, and does there need to be maybe a little bit more or of a change, you know, heading into next year to get over that hump?
Yeah, the change is the players. Us players are the one that's playing the game. The change is the players. I challenge the guys, like I said, today, do more than what your job's required. If you're in shape, run more. Do more. We got to be out there like, we need to be playing. If we got to play 80 snaps, we play 80 snaps, but we shouldn't be tired doing that. We got to strain through, like, look how many plays we lost because we got outstrained. Like, there's things that can't happen. People can't outwork, like, and when your effort matches what you're trying to say in the locker room, then it carries over more, man. Like I dare people to beat me to the ball. Like, you know what I mean? I'm running to the ball like my life depends on it. Like, and it do, because, like, my life depends on the outcome of how this team plays. Like, I need you to want to beat me to the ball. I need you to want to beat me to the quarterback every play. Like, everything's a competition. Like, even though we're teammates, we're still competing to reach the same common goal because, as I realize is, I want the same success for you as I want for me. Whether you get your money here or you get your money somewhere else, we're all tied together, but our one goal is to get to that championship. So we're competing together even though we're on the same team. Like, you can't coach effort. And that's the mentality that I want guys to embrace. Like, we have to go to get, like, there's the saying, to do something or that you've never done, you have to, you know what I mean? Like, to get something you've never done, you have to do something you've never done, you know what I mean? So that means as players, we got to push ourselves more in the offseason. That 98 days before we're back together, push yourself harder. Start running, start working out, push yourself, have someone challenge you every day. So that way when you come to, you know, OTAs, you're ready. Once that's done and you come to training camp, you're even more ready. Like, those are things that we can control. Our effort, our conditioning, just things like that. Like, and, you know, I'm going to be, you know, one of the leaders when it comes to that.
Micah, when you get through this challenge,
from
this low point,
family, you have the support from your family, your teammates, the fans that you mentioned. But is there a doctor, is there a teammate or player that's gone through this that you now sort of have a map on what the next 6 to 9 months is going to look like? That's going to help you with your rehab.
Yeah, I talked to Christian a little bit, and, you know, we got similar stories on how it went them first couple of weeks. Sheesh, but every day it gets a little bit better. Every day you get a little bit more strength, a little bit more movement, and it increasingly grows. So, you know, I got some good teammates that's been through it. Jenkins been through it. So, you know, I got some good guys around me. That Trey, I went through it with him in Dallas and kind of watched his journey. So I know what it looks like, what it takes, and it's just all about doing it and doing it better.
Micah, when you get through this challenge, what do you think it's going to feel like to take the field at Lambeau for that first time?
It's going to be crazy. I just look forward to putting on the show. There's a lot of aggression that is built up right now, and there's a lot of pain that, you know, I feel like I'm suffering that other people need to feel too. And everything is leading up to that return date and getting back there on the field. And it's going to be all year. Like, when the game gets taken away from you, it's a different level of mindset you come back with. And I'm ready to see that person and that player.